And welcome back to Dragon Ball Z What If? What if Goku had landed on King Kai's? Now, I believe we're on part, I'm looking up right now, because I forgot to check for the intro, because I'm an idiot. But no, I forgot to check for the intro. I think we're on part 6 now? 6 or 7. This is one of the longer Dragon Ball What Ifs I've done, now that I think about it. Most of the time, the Dragon Ball What Ifs, just because of how linear and kind of clear cut the Dragon Ball storyline is for What Ifs, usually don't last beyond, say, like 6 or 7, at most 8 parts. But we're still in Z, probably going to go into Super by the end of this episode, but not like finish it out. Because honestly, Super is where things are kind of going to get a little interesting with this one. Yeah, we're on part 6. Last time they had defeated Cell without any difficulty. Like Goku showed off Super Saiyan 4, just instant transmission them away. There you go. Now, this does mean though that 17, 18, and 16 are dead. Like they're just not around. So those 7 years kind of come and go. Now, as I said, Goku is probably more or less mastered Super Saiyan 4 transformation. He's also learned Super Saiyan 2 from Raditz, picking up on it, and Raditz also, while trying to access Super Saiyan 4, kind of reaching Super Saiyan 3 over the 7 years. But the thing that I haven't really addressed is Goku's other place in the universe. Again, keeping his eye on Vegeta and Nappa. I actually think he like pops in on them every now and then just to show them, oh yeah, I'm still paying attention to you. I'm not going anywhere. Hi guys, let's spar Vegeta? Come on. It's like Tommy, all kind of runs. But yeah, he keeps kind of throwing it out. But he's also, because he is the son of a Kai, he looks over the galaxy. He actually keeps an eye on things that are, and just keeps balance if he can. Now, when a certain destroyer wakes up, that might be problematic because that's going against his job, and that's more the job of the Kais, which Goku isn't actually a Kai. He's an unofficial Kai at best. So, sorry, there's a lamp here with some dingle dangles, and one of them was bugging me because it was kind of bent. By the way, it's just a lime seltzer, in case you're wondering. Not that you were. So you gotta keep your throat moist and hydrated in this kind of weather. So, but along his travels, he is picking up other civilizations because we know for a fact there are other civilizations within the Dragon Ball universe, at least in Universe 7. I mean, we know about the Yardratians, the Saiyans, the Tuffles, we'll call them the Frost Demons. What their actual name is, who knows? The Namekians. And then but there's also every other race within the free. Think about this for a second, because there's all the Frieza Force is composed of troops, all that. But if you actually look at each of the species there, they are all kind of different. Now they are kind of there is a Ginyu does say it's something about like Goku's like maybe he's a mutation like us. So apparently mutations among certain individuals exist, but I mean technically, because a lot of them do kind of look the same, just different shades of colors, but maybe they're the same species. But there's clearly Q's, or was it Q's species? Q's? Dodoria species, Zarbon species. They're all different. So there are plenty of races in the universe, to be sure. But the thought had occurred to me, has Goku hit on Broly yet? Has he been gazing out into the universe, and has he found Broly at this point? Chances are not likely he has. Because, again, even King Kai knew nothing about Broly. As far as we know, he knew nothing. Frieza knew nothing about Broly. The only people who knew about Broly were King Vegeta and, obviously, Broly and Beerus, really. And maybe a couple Saiyans who are now dead. And that's it. Basically, anyone who actually knew about Broly is... And King Kai was so focused on probably the destruction of Planet Vegeta, he didn't notice the other Saiyan pod. I think he barely knew about Goku, to be honest. And honestly, he was focusing, again, more on Frieza and Vegeta and all that when he is focused. Because he's not spending every waking hour looking over his galaxy. He's not. He does live a life. Drives and takes care of his car. He hangs out with Bubbles and Gregory. So, yeah, no, he's not he's not like an omnipotent god by any stretch of the imagination, and Goku would follow in suit there. Still, though, King Kai basically at one point does say, Goku, there's not much. I really can't teach you anything else. You surpassed me long ago, and I couldn't be prouder. Oh, man. No, thanks, Dad, but I was just hoping to get training. Well, if you want some training, I could maybe arrange something with the Grand Kai. I mean, to be fair, it would be a little presumptuous of me, but given how powerful you are, you probably surpass him in power too. Now I think about it, which he would. Now, Grand Kai, I'm actually going to look up Grand Kai right now because we actually don't. I mean, he's clearly the guy who's the head of the Cardinal Kais, if you call him that, the Cardinal Kais. But yeah, he clearly is the guy who's the head honcho of those particular 4 Kais. Which, if you go from, like, say, an Eastern philosophy standpoint, he's essentially the center. You have the north, south, east, west, which if you're going by the 4 cardinal direction animals, dragon, phoenix, tiger, turtle. And then there's the dragon in the middle who represents the center point, Grand Kai. So that's kind of what he represents. But yeah, Grand Kai is he oversees the 4 each ruling quadrant. He maintains a universal order. So yeah, he's definitely the head of them, and he's more powerful as far as we know. But we actually never see like how powerful he is. We like the art of Grand Kai. What would, like, for example, if you were to actually teach someone his techniques, what would he actually teach them? Like, what? Because we know at least 2 different moves from both several moves. King Kai has the Kaioken, the Spirit Bomb, and allegedly instant transmission if you go by that logic, like the non-canon logic, which I think is possible. He actually does know it. And we know that West Kai taught the Thunder Flash attack to Pikkon. That was one of his techniques. So I guess the question is, where are South and East Kai's abilities to teach? And obviously, what could the Grand Kai teach? He's known as the greatest fighter of the 4 quarters, the Universal. Grand Kai surprises Goku and East Kai have a race. He surprised the 2 of them by racing towards the end of the exit before they even got there. He started much later, surprising Goku. However, he's not as strong as Pikkon and with his weights removed and as Super Saiyan Goku due to neglecting his training. Okay, so but if he hadn't neglected his training, that would imply that he might have actually. He even says, "Give me about 200-300 years, getting time to get back in shape. Been too much of a couch potato lately." Which means implying that he's actually stronger than Cell Saga Goku at his peak. Probably not Super Saiyan 3 Goku or even Buu Saga Goku, but at minimum Cell Game Saga Goku or Cell Saga Goku. Anyway, I think I'm just pointing it out. But it's like, it might take a little bit. Oh no, technically he's in the other world, so it would be difficult for us to get there normally. Even instant transmission is not a guarantee. Like, crap. It's like, yeah, all right then. Now, is anything going to come from this? No, because I'm not actually going to. Because there's just so nothing on the Grand Kai, I'm not against making things up in certain contexts, but because also Grand Kai wouldn't train Goku anyway, let's be honest. Because he is, like you said, he's been too much of a couch potato. Like, he'd get his ass kicked in training with them. So really, there is no point. But I think Goku will still be interested. Now, also, does King Kai actually know about the Supreme Kais? I mean, he's a Kai. He's technically a god. But again, we're not talking about a complete other tier above. That one's a bit harder. Like, he knows about. Here's the thing. He knows about Beerus. He totally knows about Beerus. So I have to assume he knows about this. So maybe he's like, damn. But King Kai probably doesn't even bother asking about the Supreme Kais, just because, again, he's not 100% sure what they could teach him that Goku doesn't already know, to be fair. I mean, there is the magic of the Kais, but Goku, even though he does know, like, Yard-Readying techniques, really isn't magically inclined. That's not where Goku's... And even though it's like, their Supreme Kais might be able to train him more, but to be fair, I don't think their style really fits Goku. Also, to be fair, they're not like they're going to take my call anyway. So Goku, meanwhile, is like, oh, no, yeah, awesome. He's like, yeah, Jim, give him something to strive for at least. So the years pass, or Trunks and Bra are both Bra's born. Trunks is going to school. There's no Gohan, so you don't have Hercule being the savior of the world. Still very popular, but not the savior of the world. Videl is not going to be crushing on Gohan at all because Gohan's not there. So there's no Great Saiyaman issue, which actually might mean she gets killed in one of those raids. Like, I get that your dad is the savior of the world. That doesn't mean you are qualified to be going through these scenarios. Like, that always made me laugh my ass. I'm like, why are they letting her do this? Because her dad saved the world. But why are they letting her do this? Now, obviously, we know Videl is stronger than Hercule. But that doesn't... But no one actually knew that at the time. Like, in the world, except for Gohan. And anyone who could sense energy. So, anyway. But let's assume she doesn't get killed. Really, Raditz and Goku are really just happy chilling on Earth a lot of time. Goku probably stays at Capsule Corp a lot, because that's where Raditz is living as well. And helps out with his training, helps Trunks out. Trunks does have Super Saiyan. Bra probably has Super Saiyan too. Not Super Saiyan 2, but you know what I meant. Super Saiyan as well. So, it's definitely one of those things where not a lot's happening. I actually don't even see them participating in the tournament, to be honest. There really wouldn't be much of a reason for them to be participating in the tournament. Just because before Goku was coming back for a day, and they figure, yeah, I want this opportunity to beat you, Kakarot. So, yeah, I don't see them participating in the tournament. There's just no real logic to it. Which poses a little bit of a conundrum for Yamu and Spopovich. They're looking for the strongest fighter. Videl's fighting, gets her ass handed to her, Gohan's not there. I mean, maybe they go and watch the tournament, and Yamu and Spopovich, who apparently can't sense energy really, were unable... I mean, actually, could they sense energy? Because they went after Gohan after he showed off his power, but you could literally see his power coming off him. I don't know if that counts. But I think what it is that Goku can sense Shin's energy. He can sense the Supreme Kai and Kibito's energy. So they end up going to the tournament to watch, and and obviously Kibito and Shin are participating, trying to lure out Majin Buu, or Spopovich. Goku is like, where's it you? And Goku all of a sudden, Shin senses Goku, and he can not just sense that Goku's powerful, but that he can sense the air of divinity in him. Not Super Saiyan God power, mind you, but Kai energy. He's like, And so, between matches, Goku kind of walks up, and him and Shin meet up. I see. So, and it's like, hello there, Kakarot. It's like, so who are you? I know that energy. You're a Kai, aren't you? You're very astute, Kakarot. And it's like, It's like, I was like, wait, you're reading my mind? Not cool. I was like, sorry. Sorry, it was the fastest way to learn your name. You could also ask. It's like, I suppose that's true. My apologies. I am the Supreme Kai. It's like, you're the Supreme Kai? Wait, wait, are you rank higher than the Grand Kai? I indeed do. It's like, oh, wow, then what are you doing here? It's like, wait, are you here to train me? Did King Kai put a good word? Dad put a good word in me? I'm afraid you're referring to North Kai. Unfortunately, no. I have not spoken to North Kai. But, in fact, I actually can't recall a time where those two Kais ever interacted. Correct me if I'm wrong. Have we ever seen King Kai and Supreme Kai actually interact with each other? It's grinding at me. I don't think there is, but maybe I'm wrong. Let me know if I'm wrong on that. I don't think I am, though. Anyway, so... Shinji's like, I say, and so, as you are a disciple of one of the Kais, then I will let you know why I'm here. And he explains his mission. The Majin Buu, yes, being from time immemorial, being of utter destruction. We cannot let him be released, Kakarot. Not at all. And so I was like, all right, so what do we need to do? Well, we need Yamu and Spopovich to show us where the ship is. And Goku's like, you're right, I can't sense it. Babidi is a master magician. He's most likely cloaked it from any energy sensing abilities. And so Goku's like, all right then. Let's do this then. And so they work out a plan. And luckily we know Krillin probably is still participating. Tien might still be participating in the tournaments as well. And so um, Goku's like, hey, Krillin's like, what? Do Kaioken. Well, what do you mean? Next match, do Kaioken. We need to lure someone else. I mean, all right. You too, Tien, because I can see them fighting each other. Are you sure about this? Yeah, we need a way to lure these guys out. All right then. Kaioken, max it out. That one, and then see how it's there you are. Get stabbed. The energy's stolen, and then they heal him up. Say, sorry about that, but we needed you. They needed the energy, and without it, they were not going to show us where his ship is. And it's fine, I guess. But man, that hurts. Again, my apologies. So Goku, they fly after him, and eventually they find him. Radz is falling behind, obviously, Krillin and Tien. Now Dabura comes in, spits, I think, on Krillin and Tien. They get frozen, and obviously Kibito gets killed. But it's like, where are you? And then Goku just, shoot, where are you going? Well, to be fair, Goku could have done that in the original too, but he was too shocked. Dabura goes in the ship, and so they walk in, and obviously it's like, yes, welcome. And so, obviously, Pui Pui tries to take Raditz on. That fails miserably. Yakon tries to take Goku on. That fails miserably. Then Goku's like, okay, I've had enough of this. And he just like, when he squares off against Dabura, it's like, well, it's like, let's see exactly what you have. It's like, he goes to Super Saiyan, and they square off, and they're fighting, and he goes to Super Saiyan 2, and now he's overwhelming Dabura. He's again not going all out for obvious reasons. That's foolish here. Oh, not foolish. It just makes no sense to be going all out in this circumstance. But he does start to overwhelm Dabura, who does spit at him. But Goku, and it does hit Goku, who starts to turn to stone. But I might argue Yardredi and Spirit Vision might be able to counter that. Like, it's counteracting the magical effects. Then he starts. I was like, and all of a sudden it stops and starts to recede. It's like, what? It's like, huh? He's reversing Dabura's stone freezing as Lukey, or whatever you want to call it. It's like, huh? It's like, how did you Spirit Vision? I'm able to separate energy modes from each other. I was separating the magical properties of your saliva as it was hitting me. I was just lucky that I was able to save my finger on that too. It's like, he split the properties of my magic. What kind of being is he? It's like, there you are. It's like, huh? I was wondering where that energy was. And then the Radz, can you hold this guy off for a little bit? And it's like, then Radz goes to Super Saiyan 2. It's like, I've got it, Kakarot. Just go. And just says like, what? It's like, there you are, Babidi. How did you? How is it? Your energy. It's magical energy is unique. I haven't encountered a lot of it in my time, but I've encountered enough. Because I'm sure with King Kai and the Kai, all that, there is Kai-based magic. So he has certainly dealt with it before, so he can kind of sense it. It's like, and he just sees Boo, who's nowhere near at full power. Like, Boo probably isn't even at 5%. Because as strong as Krillin and Tien would be, they're nowhere near. Like, again, Gohan was roughly 50% of Boo, assuming that they had not absorbed any other energy. Which is what I'm assuming. If I were to hypothetically even put Krillin and Tien at, say, 10 million with a full-powered Kaioken, which I think is reasonable, honestly. Maybe even a little high. Let's say 50. I'll be even nice. Let's say he took Tien's power at 20 million with a full-powered Kaioken on. Or because he can do a Kaioken that's 20, let's say 40 million. 40 million. Gohan's power, roughly speaking, and this is a rough number, is probably closer to like 4 billion at this point. That means Gohan, that's 1% of Boo's power. Now again, I had the actual power levels I kind of deduced down for it, but again, we can get the rough estimates. We also know that Goku was at Super Saiyan 3000 Kili, which actually you can kind of argue is about 3 billion. 100 Kili is, or 1000 Kili is about 3 billion. Or what is about 1 billion, roughly. Because it makes sense, then Super Saiyan 2 is double that, 6 billion. He said he was stronger than Gohan when he fought Cell, who was probably around 5 billion. And again, this is all whatever. Anywho, so Goku is you don't anymore. I will not let you stop me. Papaya, 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 papaya. And Goku just resists the power outright. How are you this strong? It's like, nope. Because it just doesn't. I hate me spinach, but no. He just looks and like, it's over, Babidi. You've lost, and just reappears. Meanwhile, Raditz has put the Bora into the ground, basically into the dirt. It's like, here he is, like, Babidi. So it's like, no, I will not let you. Just knocks him out. Here you go. It's like, Goku, you defeated, you ended this. Yeah, there was a big shell thing. I'm guessing that was Boost containment. So yes, could you take me to it? And then takes him down there. I see. Yes, this is definitely it. Goku, you have no idea what you've done this, how much of a service you've done for the universe this day. I thank you. Oh, that's just what I do. And so, if there's any way I can play, well, Dad was talking about training with the Grand Kai, but apparently he's a little too busy to be training me. I was wondering, is there any training you could offer him? Well, I said there's not. I could definitely show you some of our techniques, but we Kais are less warriors like you Saiyans, and more mystically inclined. Mysticism. I suppose I could try adding that on. Not really my style, but learning anything is good. I was like, very well then. If you'd care to join me then. All right, Raj, you want to come along? I said, no, Kakarot, I'll stay here. My family's here after all. And besides, someone needs to guard this place. Right. All right, I'll see you then. And so, for the next short amount of time, he spends time training and learning the Kai-based techniques. Now, obviously, he learns about the Potara, what that does. Although, to be fair, actually, no, he wouldn't. Because old Kai knew that. Shin didn't know that's what that did. But what are Kai-based techniques? Like, what kind of magic? We know they can materialize objects. We know that they they can enhance other people's abilities as well. At least old Kai can, but that's because of the Platara fusion with the witch. We know that there is other levels of mysticism involved, like sensory, binding individuals. So Goku probably is now, it can amp his Super Saiyan 4 form with mysticism, which admittedly is kind of how it's unlocked anyway, but we've unlocked it a slightly different way here. So now he's got this weird mystic Super Saiyan 4 form. And through training, he's probably also figured out Super Saiyan 3 as well. So Goku's pretty strong here. But eventually Beerus wakes up. He's like, it's Frieza, yes. Probably should have killed him at some point. And I think there is a outlet down here. Yes. I was about to say I got to put my computer on the charger, but there's an outlet down here. Nice. So he says actually he was defeated by a Saiyan on Earth. It's like, a Saiyan killed Frieza, and obviously he shows Goku and saying, where's the Saiyan now? Interesting. He's actually on the Supreme Kai's world. Supreme Kai. What is he doing there? It's like, I would appear he's doing some sort of training mortal training with the Supreme Kai. Yes. Well, this mortal seems to have an interesting That's a little bit of an interesting backstory. He was raised by one of the lesser Kais. I believe the North Kai of the seventh of our universe. Saying, him calls himself king. Well then, let's pay him a visit first, then, shall we? Kai. What? I'd say, Lord Beerus. What's the matter, Kai? No. I just wasn't expecting you, Lord Beerus. Well, that's to be expected. I did just wake up, and I apologize. It's a bit of an impromptu visit. Still, though, tell me. I've told you have a son, Kai. I didn't know you Kais to reproduce that. I'm just messing with you. But I am curious about this Saiyan you've adopted. Tell me, how did you come about it, and why did you choose to keep him? Why did I choose to keep him? Well, I suppose that's a good question. I never had thought about children. And King Kai, I think, actually kind of softens just a little bit. If you want my actual opinion, if you want my actual answer on why I chose to keep him, it's because he was innocent. And there was something different about him. Most Saiyans are ruthless, bloodthirsty, and wouldn't give you the time of day, let alone save someone out of the goodness of their heart. But Kakarot was different. I could tell immediately. Perhaps I felt that if under someone's tutelage, he could become a force for great good in the world, in the universe. And I'm proud to say, so far he has not let me down. He has truly become a good savior of the people. Savior, maybe, but he's also. But if you don't forget, Kai, he's also infringing on my job to some degree. It's like, no, but don't worry, you don't have to tell me where he is. Well, I mean, if you were to ask, I already know where he is. He's on the Supreme Kai's planet. Yes, absolutely. All right, then, Lise, let's get going. How long will it take us to get them? Based on this distance, 3 minutes. That's 2 minutes too long. Or 2 minutes. That's 2 minutes and 50 seconds too long. Oh, don't complain. Yes, of course. Safe travels, Lord Beerus, and you too, Whis. Goodbye now, North Kai. Boop. Yeah, Goku! It's like, Dad, what's going on? He's coming. It's like, that's Supreme Kai. It's like, oh, North Kai, we haven't been expecting you. Goku's training's going very well. It's like, that's great. I don't care right now. Beerus is awake. He's what? Lord Beerus, he's awoken and he's coming. He's coming for you, Goku. Lord Beerus. Now, has King Kai ever mentioned Lord Beerus to Goku? Don't think he has, because I don't think he's had a reason to. Because Beerus sleeps so much that he kind of becomes an afterthought sometimes. I think Lord Beerus, the destroyer, oh god, my word, the destroyer deity of this galaxy. And now Goku probably, with training the Supreme Kai, has learned about the destroyers and maybe heard about Beerus. Like, that's right. You said he was the destroyer of deity of the universe. He must be insanely strong. Oh, you have no idea, Saiyan. Say, huh? Boo, 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 boo. Hello there, Kai. It's been some time. Beerus, you're awake. He's like, yes, well, my nap was interrupted by a prophecy. A great warrior will emerge to challenge me. And you're not thinking, yes, I was curious to see if Saiyan that defeated Frieza. After all, Saiyans are strong by mortal standards, but Frieza was a different entity entirely. I'll admit, you don't look like much initially, but I suppose looks can be deceiving. Well, I mean, if you really want, Lord Beerus, we could totally go around. Really? Is it you're challenging me? In all my days, I've never had such a proposal. No, why not? All right, then, this is my base form. It's like, yep. And it's interesting. This is called Super Saiyan. And again, he goes to the Super Saiyan 2. Not bad at all. But you're still going to have to try harder than that. Don't worry, I intend to. Super Saiyan 3. Impressive. But impressive indeed. Just splits it in half. It's like, no good. That's it. Really, is this all the power you have now? Tell me you have more. Well, actually, I said I was done. Oh. And starts powering up. And now Beerus' eyes kind of go actually a little, it go from like narrowed curiosity, be like, interesting. So now I'll actually say yours is impressive. Your power is impressive indeed now. But I'm going to need everything. I'm not quite done yet. And he's like, oh, but let's see where we're going here. And now Beerus is actually putting a little bit more, instead of just boom, boom, he's at least got his hand boom, boom, boom. I must admit, you've definitely amped your abilities several-fold. You're not nowhere near my level, but for a mortal, you're quite impressive. All of a sudden, he does Kaioken. Kai, wait, Kai, boom. Yeah. And I see Kai's technique. That's right. Now, to be fair, he was surprised when Goku pulled it out initially. He had that the whole time. He probably, that's right, King Kaioken. That's North Kai's technique, if I'm not mistaken. Tell me, if I remember correctly, it's a temporary multiplier of your power. Tell me, how high can you get that multiplier? I wonder. Would you want to find out? Kaioken times 20, and even Beerus like 20, and boom. And now Beerus is putting actually some work in. Again, it's still minimal work, like he's using 0.5% of his power, but for a destroyer, a deity like him to do that is nothing short of like impressive. So it's just it seems you've hit your impressive. It seems you've hit your limits, Saiyan. Not and then Goku goes down, but he's still in Super Saiyan. I must admit, we can probably stop here. No, you've hit your peak clearly. You're not strong anyway. You're strong enough to beat me, but you're strong. I'll give you that. The potential's there. Thanks, but who said I was done? And no, impossible. You couldn't have more beyond that. And then he starts to do kind of hand motions. It's like, Goku, you're not about to try. Yeah, I haven't had a chance to actually use this yet, so this is going to be a great opportunity. So then just kind of like does almost like a Naruto hand sign, just and all of a sudden like mystical energy, not quite divine key, like straight God key, but it's like at least not like destroyer key, but kind of like key of a like true Kai key. So it kind of is like the lowest grade God key you can get, kind of evolves him, and then it kind of permeates the Super Saiyan form. His hair goes a little bit more wavy. He's got like that aura around him, and his eyes even glow. It's like, all right then. It's like, that's power. This feels different. Interesting indeed. All right, I can tell you, the increase wasn't too great, but there's something more to this form. And tell me, you can use the Kaioken on top of this, can't you? So, among other things, and Goku starts using all of his techniques, Yardratian techniques. He actually uses like a Kai spellbinds. They're clashing in spellbinds. That's a Kai technique. He bound me, but I can get out of this easy. And then all of a sudden, Goku just shoot. Comment, how many? Kaioken's Tie 20 activated. And Beerus, I must admit that was actually painful. Now this is, but you put everything you had into that, didn't you? Now it's my turn. Goku just goes down pretty quick. I mean, he holds out for a little longer, but he goes down. Just damn it. Well, I did my best, Lord Beerus. Sorry I couldn't be a better fan. On the contrary, you were interesting indeed, and I haven't had that much fun in quite some time. So, tell me, are you the only Saiyan left in the world? Well, there's my brother and his two kids, and plus Vegeta and Nappa out there. Prince Vegeta's still alive. Interesting. And are they as strong as you? No, I think I'm the strongest. Well, he definitely has potential indeed. Well, I'm satisfied for now, but well, at least when it comes to the battle. So tell me, Kai, what do you have to eat around here? Well, and they say, oh yeah, I can eat too. And they just start saying, oh, a man after my own heart. And so eventually, it is going to be agreed that Goku will go to train with Whis. Meanwhile, out in the edges of the galaxy, Vegeta is just raging out, like he's missing his tail. He can't get his tail back. And he's just raging out. He's in Super Saiyan 2 form, struggling to hit Super Saiyan 3. Although I imagine he probably does out of sheer rage and anger. It's like, I swear, I will not rest until I have you at my feet like you deserve to be, Kakarot. Like, he's still gunning for Goku, but Goku just wants up him completely. So that's going to be the end of part 6. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, share, subscribe. I'm imagining we're going to get to at least part 8, which is long for a Dragon Ball what if, admittedly. Till then, thanks for watching, and see you later.